These runners to move in, we're almost set. They're set. Lights standing out clearly on the gates. Racing. Ura sluggishly away, so's Ravelli. Maserati drops out. Pike also jumped away Aldelar very quickly. He's up looking to head them off, going forward as well. Spirit and Fire, Astronomite with them as well. Snow Chino coming over now on the outside with Nelson's Flight. Then came Lord Ludlow when they'd settled properly, being followed by Tonka Tough, 3/4 of a length away. Resistance at the 1,000. On the fence, Mycroft, Mulga dropping across. Back on the inside, upwards others, then Maserati, and they've ramped up the speed a little now, going out to the side. Second last Ura, and last of all, and about 12 to 15 in fact from the leader is Ravelli. Well, it is a strung out affair heading down the side. Snow Chino worked its way clearly to the top for Whiting, drew a length and a half over Aldelar. They're being followed by Spirit and Fire, splitting Nelson's Flight, 3 deep. Astronomite ridden along on the rail next. One Tonka Tough, then came on the outside around the corner Lord Ludlow. Mulga is off the track, out in the Mulga, being followed further back at the head of the others by Mycroft and Resistance, but Snow Chino broke clear down past the 300. Snow Chino accelerated away by 3 on Aldelar, battling away Astronomite, Nelson's Flight, Tonka Tough down the outside, but it's Snow Chino when they go to the 150, a day in front, home and hosed in the last. Snow Chino, all interest in the minors. Mycroft gets home late from well back Ravelli, but Snow Chino in a breeze. Snow Chino more than 2 lengths. Mycroft, an eye catcher from Ravelli, first up from last. Astronomite, Tonka Tough next home, then Maserati, Lord Ludlow, Nelson's Flight never on the track. Spirit and Fire next home. Aldelar dropped out, then Ura, upwards others, Resistance, and amongst the last home is Mulga. Snow Chino makes it a one-act affair, ridden by Jason Whiting for David Harrison, the last of the day by Machino, whose winning strike rate of winners to actual starters is amongst the best in the land. Last time I looked at the stats, he was sitting there, wins to runners in the top 20, and Snow Chino makes it back to back. For David Harrison, takes out the last of the day very easily. Walks in 2.5, 3 lengths Mycroft, Chris Parnham, good run Ravelli, and Tonka Tough weighs in 4th placing. To the last event on the card. Other details to come to hand very shortly as we head down now and catch up with Britt Taylor.
Thanks very much, Darren. I've got David Harrison here, and Snow Chino, I was just mentioning before the race, she can be a little bit underrated in that I don't think anyone expected her to win the way that she just did, but she's really dominant.
She was, yeah. I think she just loves Jason. You know, like he's got a good affinity with her, and yeah, so it was a really good win.
Where were you expecting her to be in the run today?
Well, on paper it looked like she'd be 3 deep, no cover, so I was a bit worried, but yeah, so it was a good ride, and he used his initiative and went forward when he was a bit wide, so it was a good ride, yeah.
It must have been a pretty effortless watch for you. Just as soon as she kicked clear on the corner, it just all looked over.
Yeah, there was a few going the early crow, and I was saying, don't go the early crow, but it was justified. She went really well, yeah.
She is good if she survived the early crow, because we know that some punters and owners can really stop horses when they go the early crow.
They can, yeah, but thankfully she kept going, so all these snowies are good, just like you know.
What's in store for this preparation?
Oh, I think we'll just keep going like she's going, like she's pretty happy. She's a pretty confident horse, so yeah, we'll just see, try and get another 1 or 2 out of her, yeah.
Well done on the win.
Enjoy yourself in the Melrose.
I will indeed. Thank you very much, David Harrison. Holidays approaching here. We'll have one more interview and then signing off for holiday time for me for a week. But Pete and Mark will be covering everything here from Belmont during the week on Wednesday and Saturday. And will be another wonderful week of racing. But Snow Chino, Pete, it was a really nice performance.
Jason Whiting, wasn't it, just to control the speed, and obviously there was a fair amount of speed on paper, but he just took his time coming across, found the lead, rode with intent and got the job done with a horse that just loves these sort of conditions. He just put 2 and 2 together and came up with the perfect answer right there.
But you look at that soft track record, 6 goes, or now 7 goes for 4 victories and 2 placings. So clearly a horse that likes a bit of the sting out of the ground. She's only a 3-year-old filly. She's eligible for West Speed Platinum, so particularly exciting for the Connections there, the bonus that they'll pick up with West Speed. We know that the season is drawing to a close now, but it's a lucrative scheme, and to pick up that extra check with a 3-year-old filly is very exciting for them.
Wonderful timing, getting the horse peaking at the right time of the season just to collect a little bit of extra cash on the way home. Just outstanding work by David Harrison and Connections.
And I think we'll see a little bit of that with a lot of these trainers of 3-year-olds. We'll start seeing them back up a little bit over the next week, because everyone is trying just to make the most and get that last little bit of West Speed. Jason Whiting is still just chatting with the Connections of Snow Chino. They're got him huddled away, so it may take a little while before we're able to get a word from Jason. But as David mentioned, he's got a wonderful record with this horse. He's been aboard the last 2 starts this campaign and finished second to Celtic Court, and then last start beat Deception Game, and yet another victory here today, this daughter of Machino. And Jason now making his way to the scales. We'll get the all clear from Brad Lewis, and then we'll have a chat to Jason Whiting. Jace, congratulations on the win. A horse that clearly you get on well with, but the key today probably rolling to the front, was it?
Yeah, it ended up that way. We sort of didn't know where we were going to end up today. There looked to be 3 there, which sort of did have good speed. But today she really come out wanting to get on with the job, and down the back I was probably either going to be wide, but she wanted to run, so I just sort of let her flow a little bit and just tried to keep her happy, and she just felt like she's never going to stop.
On the corner when she gave the kick that she did you feel like it was all over?
I thought they'd have to go on pretty good to come past. You know, I just let her increase just before straightening and that, because I know she'll quicken and then she'll maintain her speed. And, you know, she just felt really strong to the line, so I actually, I thought something had to be going pretty good to get past her.
Well, it was a beautiful ride and nice win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jason Whiting there combining with David Harrison to take out the last here with Snow Chino. The back pike, drink what you like handicap. It wasn't pike saluting, but what a wonderful day it was, Pete, to see history here at Belmont as Pike broke the record for the most wins in an Australian season.
Yeah, indeed. Probably didn't happen the way many of us thought it might have, but he got there in the end and the cheap pies went off, so outstanding. Now everyone can have a drink courtesy of Jason Whiting.
Yes, they can. And William Pike riding tomorrow in Singapore. Looking forward to seeing him riding in that derby. That's all from us here from Belmont. Thanks for joining us for this afternoon's racing. It's bye.